Looking for the most powerful TH12 attack? Well, look no further. Super Witch Smash is by far the best and most overpowered attack at Town Hall 12. I personally never failed on any TH12 base with this strategy. And I will show you how to use this strategy step by step. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the basic army composition. Make minor changes according to the target base. And this is the hero equipment setup we are using. No changes required here. Take a look at this base. First, point out all the major defenses. Now, to establish a funnel point, we usually zap out one of these major defenses along with surrounding buildings. And by major defenses, I mean Inferno towers, X-bows, and the Queen. After that, a little warden walk will clear outside buildings and complete the funnel on Zapped outside. King and SB will create the funnel on opposite flank. And the super witches will sweep through the entire base afterwards. That's the whole strategy. So here on this base, we will zap out this multi along with the surrounding defenses. Warden walk will clear all these things. That will create this perfect L-shaped path for the super witches. They will move like this. We will also use Queen with them. King and SB will create funnel on opposite side and narrow down the path. We will use super wall breakers for initial walls. And jump spell here to move into the core. Rage spell will get us through the town hall. And we will use warden ability to protect our troops from multi-infernos. That's the plan. Let's do the attack now. Alright, let's start with the warden walk. Coco Loon ahead of healers as usual. In the meantime, let's zap out those defenses. Notice how I deployed the earthquake to also damage up that wizard tower and X-bow. I'm creating a little bit of funneling on other flank to make sure King and SB don't go in wrong way. Now wait for the warden to clear that area. We will deploy super witches once he takes down this wizard tower. We can give him up to 1 minute. More time than that and warden walk can end up as a time fail. So keep that in mind. Alright. Let's deploy the King and SB first to trim out the path on opposite flank. The super witches and Queen are out now. They will also pull the warden with them. Balloon will surge ahead of healers to trigger any seeking air mines. Let's pop the rage spell to secure the town hall. The jump spell will allow our troops to quickly move into the core. Enemy CC is out now. Super witches can handle any CC on their own. Just bring a poison spell and you are good to go. Big boys spawned by super witches have a lot of hit points. They will surge ahead of the pack and provide a tanky shield. While the super witches and Queen stay protected behind them. And take down buildings over the walls. Hogs from the SB will always provide great value in this strategy. They will reinforce the King and clear defenses on the flank. That will keep the super witches in the core and don't let them get separated. You can see, this base is crushed. And we still have 3 super witches and all 3 heroes moving. That shows how overpowered this strategy actually is. Here on this one, we can take down enemy Queen along with this X-bow with 5 lightning and 1 earthquake. So we are definitely going for it. After zapping them out, we will do a bit long warden walk to remove all these things. He will complete the funnel and create this perfect path for super witches. They will move like this. We will use King and SB to clear all these things. They will also take down this X-bow compartment and push the super witches into the eagle. Jump spell here will give them access to the core multis. And we will use warden ability to get through them easily. Rage spell will help us to move through the heavy town hall compartment. Simple plan. Now let's execute it. Alright, let's start with the warden walk. Always remember to deploy warden first in this strategy to give him enough time. And avoid potential time fail. Now patiently wait for the Queen to come in the perfect position. and knock her out along with other defenses. You need to be quick enough to do so, or else she will move away and survive the zaps. Earthquake to damage up all nearby buildings as I said in last attack. I am using a giant and wizard instead of baby dragon for funneling the other side, because there are 2 air defenses in that area. We are very limited for the funneling troops in this strategy, because we can't activate sneaky goblins and Yeti would take so much housing space. So we have to go with either baby dragon, balloons, or this combo. The super witches are out now. With both the sides cleared, they will go straight into the town hall compartment. Always deploy them in a pile and don't spread them out. That way, the eagle will lock onto them and due to that, healers will shift on them right away. Unfortunately, both our wall breakers got wasted due to good base building. But that won't be a problem as super witches can easily move through the open walls. Now this is the reason why I like to keep Ice Golem in the mix. They will provide great value almost every single time. The hogs from SB will push super witches towards the eagle as we planned. Alright. Let's use the Warden ability as our troops are moving into the high damage back end. Rage spell will get us through it quickly. Notice how I am trying to keep the king alive. He will be so much helpful for the cleaning up in time. So try to keep him alive as long as possible. Up next, I will show you how to attack compact bases using Quad Quake. And also give you important tips about this strategy. So don't click away now. Take a look at this base. Now, divide the whole base into 4 parts from the center like this. We will clear this one with Warden Walk and Zaps. And remaining 3 with the Super Witches. It's that simple. All the heavy-hitting defenses are stacked together. So we will be using Quad Quake instead of Jump Spell in this attack. That way we can open up the entire base for witches. And also damage up all those defenses. King and SB will keep the Super Witches centered. We will use Warden ability and Rage spell to go through that high damage area. Enough planning. Let's do the attack now. Alright, let's start with the Warden as usual. Now we can also do a Queen Walk instead of Warden, as Queen Walk is much faster and that eliminates the risk of time fail. But I personally prefer Warden Walk over Queen Walk, because it is much easier to control a Warden than the Queen. And also we can pull the Warden with main army by deploying all troops together. Even if he goes in wrong directions sometimes. We can't do the same for the Queen. So overall, Warden Walk is slow but safe and more reliable than Queen Walk. There are only 2 ways to mess up the attack with this army. First, if you don't create a proper funnel before deploying Super Witches. Like I did here with delaying the King and SB. That way the Super Witches will get separated and get easily picked up by the defenses. Second, if you invest too much time in the Warden Walk and end up with a time fail. We can counter that with using Rage Gem on Warden, as it increases the attack speed of the Warden and makes Warden Walk a bit faster. It also increases the healing output of healers. That will keep the Super Witches alive and moving with higher damage. We have only 4 Super Witches in this one, so we have to protect each of them. Alright, up next I will show you how to attack a single Inferno base. Now this is a tricky base for the Super Witches, because it is very hard to funnel them into the core. We have to clear both sides to push them direct into the town hall compartment. Or else they will go outside and move around. That's why I will switch one Super Witch with Electro Dragon in this one. It will clear all these things. We will zap out this single and take down all these things with Warden Walk. That will push all the Super Witches in the core. Jump spell here will give them access to the town hall compartment. King and SB will clear all these things. And we will funnel them into this single Inferno to take it down. Warden ability will get us through the core. And Super Witches will power through the back end afterwards. Sounds like a plan. Now let's make it happen. Alright, let's start with the Warden. We have to be quick with the funneling to save up some time. Now I highly recommend using regular witches or bats on single Inferno bases like this. But some of you guys asked for attack on single Inferno bases in last video's comments. That's why I am showing this. Super witches are too strong on Town Hall 12. They can take down any TH12 base. Alright. Let's talk about the hero equipments. I believe this is the perfect equipment setup for this strategy. Vamp Stake on the king will keep him alive longer. That will be so much helpful with cleanup in the later stages. And whenever we run out of healers, we can just pop the queen's healer puppet ability to get few more. Even though we didn't require them in any of these attacks. And I already explained about the rage gem in last attack. So this is the TH12 Super Witch Smash. The best of Town Hall 12. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to learn more TH12 attack strategies, then check out my TH12 top 5 list. I will see you there.